Now with this one here, she has really pretty hair, and I would use my 6B pencil. Now we can also, I want to try charcoal with another one, but I want to try the 6B with this one. So I'm thinking I don't have the reference photo. So first of all, I think I would like to try to lighten up these lines around her lips. Use my electric eraser. Make it softer, and I'll use my brush. Now this is what you use the brushes for. Like I said in the other video, I'm going to show you how to use the tools and what's the best tools to use. So this is a nice brush. So you can use this to wipe it away. If it's not soft enough, you can try one of the ones that are like a makeup brush, because soft is really nice. Oh, that's much better. So the makeup brush works better. So, it's a bit hard to get it off now because I'm going to try to, see, I like to try different things. And the reason it's not coming off is because this picture's 2010, so it's probably pretty set. Alright, but still managed to get some of it off there. Because that line around those lips is kind of too much of a line. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do the hair first, and I'm still going to try and work on the lips there. But I like to show you as much stuff as I can. So you already have your drawing done, but you think it may need more work. So let's take some parts of the drawing that needs the contrast, the darker areas. So you put a little bit of dark in there, looks nice, see that? Then you can take you don't put too much on, you want to take a blending stump. And then this line here, you use a 6B or 2B or 4B, depends on how dark you want that. I'm not pushing very hard on that pencil because it's a bit dark. So you take that line, you blend it out, but look how much more that ear stands out. Do you see that? But see, look at it. What a difference. Just that little tiny bit made that big difference. Really made the ear stand out. Now, I don't know if her eyebrows were... I'm going to add a little bit of hair and darken her eyebrows a little bit with some little bits of hair. See that? Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? What a difference it makes. Just look at that. See? Now, around her nose there, I don't think I need much there, but I might go with because I'm not really sure, I will go with a lighter pencil. So I will try my H pencil, okay, because that way you won't get too much trouble, because it's really light, and that way then we need to erase it. Okay, because that line there, see how dark it is right here? That looks like a line, so you don't want that line to look like a line. So start shading away from that line. Shade away from it. That make that line look more like a shadow if you shade away from it and get a bit of shadow there. Okay? And over here. And around the nose. There it is. See, that looks so much better already. Off my watch. Time's flying away on me. Time flies when you're having fun. Now, so we got a little bit. So anywhere there's a line that you can't get rid of, start shading lightly away from that line to make it blend in the rest of the face or wherever the line is. Okay? And as you shade out, get lighter and lighter and lighter so you barely see it. But yet it's all still in one. See that? We need a little bit of shadow here too. I don't have the reference photo, but I'm just going to take a guess at where the lines are, then I am going to shade a little bit. Because most of the time in our faces we have shadows. That's kind of nice. See the shadows going on there? And that's a line there, which I find is a little bit too harsh. So any harsh lines, move away from them. It gives you shadow. And we'll take some shadow from here. Now once you start adding shadows, you're going to want to put them in places where they'll fit better, see? See, it's kind of nice. And she's got a little bit of shadow here. We'll say more shadow on this side of the face, that way we won't have to worry too much. Now I'm very, very light on my pencil, okay? Very light. And it's a H pencil. It's one of the lighter pencils I could find. You can get 2H and 3H and 4H. They're even lighter again. Alright, so I'm just trying to show you different things that you can do to bring it out more, okay? So that's kind of nice. That brought it out nice. And I'm going to try my brush. This is the one that I use for painting. Alright, that's not a makeup brush. And just blend it out here. Just a bit of nice soft blend. Be a nice difference though, isn't it? Huh? You like that? Look at that. Look what that brush is doing. Goodness gracious, it's amazing. Just from that little bit of graphite. Look. So I'm just going to say the shadows over here. I'm going to leave this side of the face because I want you to see difference anyway. Gorgeous. Now see that line there? That's a line right here, right? Right here. See that line? We don't want that there either. So what we'll do is we can take our H pencil. H or H, I don't know what way you pronounce it. But I've been saying H all my life, so it's hard to get out of it if it's wrong. I guess everybody pronounces things differently depending on where you're from. Now see this line here? See how I'm moving away from that line and now it doesn't look like a line anymore? See that? Doesn't look like a line anymore now. It just looks like it's part of the drawing. Like it's a shadow now. What a big difference that makes, see? So these are fantastic tips that will show you how to bring how to really, really enhance your drawings and how to, you know, just get rid of those lines. See, it doesn't even look like a line there anymore, does it? A bit of a shadow over here. I'm just going to leave that side a little bit because I don't want, if the light is coming from this side, then you just leave that side, it's okay. And then we will take our brush, alright, and just move that around a little bit. So you can use blending stumps, brush, whatever fits the situation at the time, alright? And after you do so many paintings, so many drawings, so used to doing paintings, I'm thinking I'm doing a painting here. But you're so used to doing so many drawings after a while, it just comes natural what you want to use yourself. I'm going to move that up a little bit above that line, just to give a bit of a shadow on top of that line, right? And that kind of now makes that line look more like like a separation in the face, doesn't it? So, see? Much better, isn't it? See, the whole side of the face looks so much better because of a few little things that we did. Let's see what else we can do. I'm just kind of looking around to see what could work. I suppose you could do tons of things, but I'm going to go with my 6B pencil. You can go with a charcoal pencil, or you can go with the 6B. You can go with a 4B, depends on what you want. Let's just try to bring her hair out a little bit more. So just a matter of putting in some lines where they already are. Don't add anything too new. Just do what, go over what's already there. And here's the trick for you. In order to get really nice hair at the ends of the lines, instead of coming down on the ends, pull up, pull up, pull up. And that'll give you really nice edges right here. It really makes a difference, I have to say. If you pull down into it, you might end up going too far, you might end up with a weird line. So just go up, pull up, pull up. Same if you're doing this side here. Pull up, pull up. Don't come back into it. Pull up from that line that you're making. That'll make a big difference for you. See, if you come down, you could go over it or anything. It's just, now you have lots of control, see? Tons of control. And you want to be in control. Right? So this little bit of darkness, I'm just going over what I already did. I'm not adding anything new. So you can put your midtones on, and then you can go over them to make them darker. See? Isn't that nice? And then you can, it depends on you what you want to do. You can leave it as it is, or you can add more contrast. Whatever you like, you know, whatever you think. There's no right or wrong. It's just what you like yourself, what you think would look nice, that's all. And if you find contrast is helping bring out your drawings more, then use it, you know. So I'm just adding a little more contrast. You'll see some drawings that are really, really dark, and shadows are really dark. I'm a bit nervous about going too dark because I'm afraid if I make a mistake I can't erase it. So yes, I'm a little bit like that. But see how nice, look, see how I got that nice little shine there in the front? That's because I didn't go over that. See, that's just, I left open spaces there, see? There we go, look. Just going to what I already did, and look at the mess I got myself into. So I forgot to tell you to put a piece of paper there. I'm just going to use an insert for now, but you can use paper, just plain paper. What's happening is I use charcoal on the background, and that's why it's so messy. I find charcoal really, really messy. I don't use it a big lot, only if I want to really get some really dark contrast. But you got to be very careful of the mess that you make, because you could easily spread it to the rest of your... But look at this, how nice it's coming along. Look, isn't that a nice difference? It's nice, isn't it? Right? Not really sure what's going on here, so I'll just... Okay, so... That's really pretty, isn't it? Now, and I'm going to add a bit of contrast to here. Now guys, if you want to send me your drawing, and maybe I could do a video showing where you could improve, where you can add contrast, where I think it would look nice. Just adding contrast. I won't do any changes. But all you have to do is email your picture and tell me to use it on my videos. Give me permission. And then I can do what I'm doing here. Say if this is somebody that did this on YouTube, they sent me the picture, then I can use it and do a video showing you where the improvements improvements could be. And that will help you, and it will help the audience and the viewers, because they'll get to see all different kinds of pictures. And if you have a reference photo, that will be very helpful for me, because I don't really want to guess where everything goes. More than likely I'll just go over what you already have done, just to help you with where the contrast would look nice. That looks really pretty. I think that's coming out really nice. Really, really nice. Now see, I did this in 2010, so I didn't have the confidence to add these dark lines, because I was afraid that, and I was doing it for somebody, and I wanted to look nice. So that person has their copy now, so now if I pull this up, then she won't know it. Only me and you will know it, hey. So I'm just going over what we already did. Just there, I'm not going anywhere else. See this? Look how pretty it is. She stands out so much more now, doesn't she? Her hair looks so pretty, and I'm just going to add a few extra lines here. Nothing too serious. Not yet. I mean, you could spend many, many hours. I'm just showing you a few things right now. I'm not going into big, big detail. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to take my brush, soften up the hair, soften up the hair. Brush, just soften. I'm not going to do too much. Just soften up a little bit, that's all. And then I am going to take my kneaded eraser. So your kneaded eraser is fantastic for highlights, okay? So just take it and knead it. That's why they call it kneaded eraser, because you're kneading it. I knead it. And then you can take some highlights out. See? Nice, eh? Very nice. Okay, so I can't do much with this one. Like I said, it's already set. It's really messy. And I think she looks pretty nice. See, I did her ear, gave her a little more contrast in her ear. And another place you can give her a little more contrast is around that earring there. See? And you don't want a line there. You can't use the brush for that, so you just take your blending stump and go over that line, but move it away from the line so that it looks, okay, so that it looks like it's away from our ear. But look at all that nice contrast. I could do more up here, right? But I'm gonna work on something else for you now. But look. Nice, isn't it? Really stands out different, I think. That should be a help to you. Alright, we'll do another one. Now these protector sheets are really great for putting these in to protect them. I find them really good. So they're really cheap. You get a bunch of them at one of the stores there for a couple of dollars. They're well worth it, that's for sure. What about this one? What do you think of this one? I think that'd be beautiful with more contrast. It's beautiful now, but I think with more contrast, it'll really bring it out. So, let me see. So what you have to decide is, you don't have to know everything about the pencils. All you need to know are the numbers and what they do, right? So you can practice with them. You can take them and scribble and see what they do, what colors they do. You get used to them after a while. But this is a mechanical pencil. So I'll just show you how this works. This is also great for like around the eyes and smaller areas like eyebrows. Like you can put extra hair into the eyebrows. Now that the shading is done, you can add some little bits of hair in there. Right? That'll darken up the eyebrow a little bit. Plus it'll give it some little stray here, as you see on eyebrows. Little bits here and there. See if I can get you a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Little bits here and there. If you can't see, we go make sure it's okay. Yeah, that looks good. So if you want to see really close, get a magnifying glass. So there you can take some hair out through there, because it's always hair stray here, isn't it? And there. So this mechanical pencil is great for that, okay? It's great for even some smaller areas here. See? That brings out the nose a little bit more. See that? A little bit here, a little bit there. Maybe we'll put some on his eye just to bring it out a little bit. See how that little bit of darkness really brings it out. See that? Now this is always a nice sharp point, so you know you don't have to worry about sharpening it all the time. You just push down and more lead comes out. So great for small details. And if it's not dark enough for you, then you go to your pencil. Because this is I think it's a 2B. I want to add a little extra to the eyes to bring them out more. See how it brings them out more? Okay. Already you can see a little bit of a difference. Okay, and I'm going to pick up my 4B pencil. So I'm just trying different pencils to show you. And can add a little bit more darkness here. Just little tiny strokes for this kind of hair. It's a hair that's really short. So you need little tiny strokes. So this video is not only good for showing you your pencils and your kneaded eraser, it's also good to show you different strokes that you can use for certain parts of the what you're drawing. And a little shadow up here. Okay, and then a little bit of shadow on the ear itself. Brings it out more. Not sure the shape of the ear, so I don't have the reference photo here, but I'm just going to add a little extra. And if you want to add more darkness here, even though we used a mechanical pencil, the mechanical pencil didn't give me the darkness that I wanted. Okay, so we're just going to add a little more again. But let's see. Now I like to darken this under here. 4B is really nice. I like 4B better than even 6B because, I don't know, you just have to press a little harder. 6B is alright, but I don't know, just me. Let me try 6B. This one is 6B. I don't know, I just seem to have more control over 4B for some reason. See? So there's my 4B now. So B pencils are the higher the number for your B pencils, the darker you're going to get, okay? Dark and soft. H pencils are light and they give you a hard edge to hard. You can't get a good smooth. Won't get a good smooth blend. So all these little things here, look. Right? All these little things that, you know, you make them nice and dark, give you that contrast, and then it will stand out more. See? Watch. Now we don't want a line, remember? So we will, what will we do? Let's get our, let's get a blending stump and go over that line here. Smooth it out. And smooth it out so that it moves, move it to your left and move it to the right, okay? That'll be the best way to tell you. And that way you're getting the shadow so that it takes that line away so it doesn't look like a complete line. Alright? Now it looks like just a deep shadow. Okay? If you want to, you can go over it again and bring it out even more. Because if you didn't have enough shadow there, you just get some more. I didn't go near that black line, I just went alongside of it. I went alongside of it, and that way I could get more shadow. See? You can just add a few more little, as if there's some shadow in the shirt. And around here. Because I don't have the reference photo, but I'm just guessing where there might be some shadows. And then you could keep doing that. You can make some more shadows here and there. Let's see where else would be nice for. Maybe here. I'm going to use tissue to put my hand on this time. Tissue. And this is nice. Look at that. Now see, and that they're nice little improvements, aren't they? Nice little improvements, see? Just those little simple things, you know? So when you get your drawing done, have another look at it. Go back and look at it again and see where you can improve. Now, if you're doing a commissioned art, you don't want to take too many chances, but you want to do your best. But take any old drawings that you have already done and go back over them again and put in put in darks. You don't have to much of anything else, only darks, okay? So with see this here where I'm darkening it up down here. So right, and then I darkened it up down here. I moved that away from here. Also, let's see. Her hair came down over her shoulder there. Alright, so we'll darken up a little of these strands of hair, shoulder here. And move away a little bit, okay? So you got your line. You don't want it too pronounced, so you move away a little bit, okay? So that you get that shadow. And the same with don't want too much. I got no pressure on my hand this time, okay? So pressure on your hand is very important. If you don't want it too dark, you don't put too much pressure there, alright? You can still use your 4B. You don't have to switch all the time. As long as you take up that pressure. If you want it really dark, you get lots of pressure. Push, push, push. You want to bring out that hair a little bit more. just these little dark, I mean, it's unbelievable what a few dark lines can do. Right? See that? Up here. Okay, you can turn it any way that's making you comfortable. Whatever is comfortable for you. I'm left-handed, so you'll be doing things differently than me. So you just bring these little dark lines this way and up, 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 up. Now, we'll try a 6B on that one. Okay, good. I'm not going to go too far with it now because I'm sure you want to see other things. I'm sure you don't want to sit here watching me draw lines all for hours, so I'll just do little bits at a time because the sketch is already done. It's just that I am, as you can see, I'm just adding dark lines. I'm not doing much of anything else really. And her eyebrows are a bit dark, so I might use the mechanical pencil for that one. Make some little lines there. Little eyebrows, hairs, little eyebrow hairs. There we go. Nothing too elaborate. It's like, say, if you're drawing a sketch for somebody, you don't want to take any big chances. Make sure you do your sketch with all your midtones and your darks, and then go look at it again, and wherever there are darks, then all you gotta do is darken them up a little bit more if you think it needs it, okay? If you're happy with your sketch, don't do it. So a little bit to get the nose come out here. Here. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Just those few little things. These glasses would be beautiful if they were darkened more. I'm going to use the mechanical pencil because they're kind of skinny, so I don't want to go outside the line. Look. Leave that edge there. I'm just going over what's already done. I'm not going to make any new movements here. Make it darker here and darker here so it makes it look rounded. Okay. Leave some of it a bit white, but I just want to go over some of those areas that they could be a bit darker. A bit. I mean, these are, I mean, I don't know if you call them secrets. You can call them secrets because you probably don't get a lot of artists telling you their little secrets, right? And how they bring out the, but I think they are more now because there's a lot of YouTube videos now that you can get a lot of instruction on. We all teach differently, so it's good to look at lots of different videos. People teach differently, and you might learn some new things from different ones, okay? So, see how I brought the lips out a bit more? Look how the eyebrows and how everything's standing out so much better now, okay? So I could do more with it, but I'm not going to. I will add a little highlight to the hair just to show you that you can bring out the highlights, see? See? It's just so nice. It's so easy. Once you know the tricks and the tips and the tricks and the little tricks that really work, then you're going to have an amazing, amazing drawing. Just little, always next to the face when you're drawing, the hair is dark around the face. It's the darkest part, see? Like I said, I could do lots more, but I'm not going to. But, yeah. What about her eyes? What about her eyes? Let's bring out her eyes a little more. Now, she's got highlight in her eyes, so I'm not going to touch that. I'm just going to for a bit of shadow into her eye here. It's kind of nice. And here. See, underneath your eyelid there's a shadow. So you put that there, it'll give you a nice realistic look. Good. Just little bits. Little bits. I could go on all day, see? I could do this for hours and hours and hours, just picking and poking. Isn't that nice? Just those little things helped. See? Nice. Let's see what else we got here. Let's do another one.
This is fun.
Here's another one. This one looks pretty good, but you know, let's just see what happens if we add a bit of charcoal. Now I'm going to use, I don't know if I'm going to use the stick, it's pretty messy, but I got this really nice charcoal one here, it's black. And this is the one I showed you with the string on it. You just pull the string and it erases and it sharpens it. You can also use sandpaper. I want to show you a trick. Let me see. Just take the back of this, it's not important. You can take your sandpaper and you can take your charcoal and you can scrape off some, and you'll get some charcoal going on your paper there. You can also probably do it with a charcoal stick. I know you can see that. I'm not going to put too much there. But you can get some charcoal there and you can use that with a brush. Use that with a brush. So you pick up some of that charcoal. You can do a lot more, but I'm just going to just show you a little. And then you can put that into the here. See, to darken it. If you'd rather do that. Then putting on these big dark lines like this. And having to go over with a blending stump. So, but look how dark it gets with that charcoal. But the thing is, oh here, okay, here's something else. This is something that I just forgot actually. Charcoal won't go over graphite. I can't get it to work. I've tried it before and it won't work. So I'm just going to blend that in. And like I said, if you could scrape some of this off here. Get some of this off of here and put it here. And you could use that for shading, see? And while you're sharpening your pencil, the charcoal pencil, you're getting all this charcoal there, right? And then you can take that charcoal, all right, take that, put on your brush, and you can smooth it into the here. That way you don't have to use the pencil. Okay? Gives you a nice dark shading, and you can use it anywhere in the face. Right there like that. There we go. Want to pick up more, just pick up more. And you can see. Smooth it into your to here, wherever you want it. You can even let it go in the hair, it's okay. You can use that then for your shadows. You can even put some up here. There we go. But yes, I forgot about that. The charcoal will not, my charcoal don't anyway, maybe certain charcoals can, but it's hard to get it to work with the graphite underneath. So graphite and charcoal don't like each other very much. Alright? So at least I thought I'd tell you that and I'll show you that. Actually I did forget and then I realized it, and so I'm just going to show you. I don't need charcoal there, but just see I try to put it up here to add dark. It's going on there, but it's skipping. It's not giving me that nice smooth blended look that I'm looking for. So if you're going to do charcoal drawings, leave out the graphite and just do it with charcoal. We'll do a charcoal drawing after. Just see how you can use your charcoal. But look, blend it with that. Now you're going to need your kneaded eraser. I'm going to see if that'll give it some highlights. Harder to highlight the charcoal also. But it worked. It's good. You want to give her some highlights here. Kneaded eraser is fantastic for highlights. Fantastic. I love drawing. Drawing is so much fun. I love to paint too, but I find that painting is a little harder. The paint sometimes won't behave, but with a pencil, it's always behaving. It's a good little pencil. It's always behaving. That's what it's told. See? That here looks much better now, doesn't it? Huh? She got little eyebrows. I'm not going to touch those, but I might add a little bit of darkness in here. See that? Just that little bit is so nice, right? And this one here is a H pencil. I don't want to go too dark on the eyes here. You have to make your own decisions. Just adding a little more there. Just bring out the eyes a little bit more. A little more shadow here. More shadow here. See? Maybe just a little bit here. So if you want to bring things out more, just add a little more contrast. So you should be able to see the difference now from what I did at first. I can't go back and show you because now I got it all covered up, but you know, you can go back and see the difference. See that? Isn't that pretty? Make sure the nostrils are always nice and dark. So really bring them out. Right? A little bit of softness around here. If you don't want too much darkness, you want to just darken it a little bit, use your H pencil or 2H pencil just to give it that softer. I know it's a hard pencil, but if you don't push too hard on it, you won't get those deep lines. And then you can always soften them up with a brush or see? Just use your brush to move the graphite around. Got charcoal there, so I might use a little bit of that. I might borrow you can borrow from parts of the portrait. Like say you got charcoal here, so now you're going to be able to pick up some shading, right? Now you'll be able to bring it down to the face a bit more, see? So you borrowed. Bring it down other places. Alright, so I think that's good for there. I'm not going to do too much with that. The little boys here, that can really, there's a lot of stuff you can do with this. So I'm going to pick up another pencil. I'm going to try a different brand pencil this time just to show you the different brands and what they're like. So this one here is, it's a sketching pencil. Not sure who. Simply, is it? So anyway, it's a nice pencil, and you can. This one is a 4B. HB. I'm sorry, HB. Now I'm going to use this one to darken up a few little areas in here. just to give a little contrast, nothing serious. Then I'm going to pull up, pull down. So you pull up, and you pull down, and you get a nice little curl. Pull down, pull up. And you got that nice little highlight still there, see? See that? Little curl here. So you skip over, come down, skip over a spot, and then come down. Same with here. See, just skip over a spot so you can get it to look like it's curly, see? So shade up here, skip a spot, and come down. See how much more curly it looks here now? I might need a little bit here to make that curl look better. Maybe a little bit more here, here. And darker in between. Right, you want it darker in between in these spots here to separate everything. You see how much nicer that is already? Isn't that cool? Yeah, when I do commissioned art, I get a little nervous. And I'm afraid if I do it too dark, I won't be able to fix it. And it looks beautiful as it is, so I'm not saying that I don't send off really nice. I take a lot of pride in my drawings when I'm doing it for people. And I want it to be perfect and beautiful. So if I don't add the contrast, it's because I feel like it has enough anyway, and it's beautiful as it is. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use these to darken places just to see what difference it makes. See how you make the curls just by meeting at the bottom and meeting at the top, meeting at the top, meeting at the bottom. See? See that? I'll put a line here just to say that's separated. Gives a little interest to here. I'm guessing now because I don't have the reference photo. I'm just going to guess where the curls are. So if I want to make a curl here, I'll just pull down, and then I'll skip over it, and then I'll start meeting. I'll meet up with that one. See? So I'll just meet up with it. I'll just meet up with this one. So I'm going to continue on with that curl. I'm just going to meet up with it. There we go. I'm going to darken this side of the face here. Darken it there. So you can see it better. Right? You want to see it better. When you go from the side of the face, you go pull up. Well, we're doing the curls here, so we won't do it there. But if you want to, make sure it's not too deep of a line here, right? We don't want a real deep line, so we want to shadow that out so it goes into the face. See, now it doesn't look like a line. It looks more like part of the shadow. What else do we got here? Not really sure if that's his ear. I think it's his ear. I'm not sure. No, it's a hair, isn't it? I don't know. Sorry. I don't know. We'll say it's here. Let's say it's here. And then we'll just top, skip, meet up. I don't know if that's his ear. That's probably his ear, you know. Okay, there's a hair going out here, and there's a little one out here. Right, and here you're going out, and you want to meet up with it. Going out, meet up. So if you just say you want a hair right here, make little strokes at the top, skip, and then meet up with it. See, now you got a little hair there, see? You can put a little edge on it or something. But look, that looks like a hair, right? You can do another one here. Top, and meet up with it. There we go. Alright, so I'm not sure what I did there, so I'm going to leave it alone anyway. Because I don't know if that's his ear or if it's here, because I don't have the reference photo. But if you thought it was the ear, and you want it to fix it up a little bit, just take out some of the shading there. That'll make it look more like it is. No, there we go. So, and then you got, this looks pretty good. I won't touch that unless you want to just darken up the dark parts that are already dark, right? Hope this is helping you, you know. I think this is a big help to know about shadows and contrast and shading, bringing things out more. Not going to do too much here, just a little bit under the line there. So, I'll leave that alone. So that's pretty nice, but look at the hands. Look how light they are, see? So I could dark, so now this pencil is nice. I'm using this pencil all along, and this is a HB. Okay, let me use another one. Here's a 2B. I need a sharper edge here now. Let's see. H. There's a nice one. 2B. Nice pointy. Try to keep your pencils nice and pointy. Use your electric sharpener. I'm going to get mine fixed. I broke it when I was doing my video. Okay, so 2B for the hands. Now, see, you go in between the fingers and make them darker, okay? That'll bring the fingers out a bit more. See? You don't need to do much there. Just find out where they're separated. Right? Any separation looks really nice when you put the shadows in. And don't forget, if you put a shadow in, you can move it around a little bit. Move it up here a little bit, just so that it won't look like a line. Okay, move away from the line that you made. Move away from it, wherever that shadow should be, whether it's on top or the bottom, but I'm going to assume it's up here, okay? Alright, so, and then I put a little shadow here, and then I'm going to move that up here a little bit, just so it won't look like the shadow, and that looks better. Alright. So that's that picture. So like I said, I could do more if I wanted to, but I think that's, you know, added a little more interest to it. That's about it, really. You know. Maybe we'll do some more. Okay, I find these pencils nice too. These are Artist Loft. So I could darken up this part here. So it looks to me like you could do a drawing. Do all your midtones, your darks, your highlights, and then look at it again at the end of it all and look for the darks. And when you see the darks and they don't look dark enough, then just go over them again. And that way you won't ruin your sketch or your drawing because you're not going anywhere else. You're not adding anything to it. All you're doing is just going in to darken up certain areas. Right? See, I'm not doing much damage. All I'm doing is adding a little more interest. But I'm only picking the darks, okay? I'm only picking the darks. See? Just adding a few more lines there. So that line won't look like a line. I'm coming out from that line, see? Separation. Nice shadow there, see? Bringing these up a little bit more. Just picking out some of the ones that I already have done. I'm not going to go and add more. I'm not going to add any more to it because, like I said, if you start adding too much, what happens is you end up doing the whole sketch all over again. You don't want that. You probably put many hours of work into it. You go back to add a few darks, you know, and you had too much going on, and then next thing you know, you got to do the whole sketch because everything is like, especially with a dark line. The dark line, you end up being Yeah, in competition with it, because now you got to match that dark line up so it doesn't look like a dark line. See how I'm moving it away from it? Even on the other side too. So we don't want that to look like a dark line. So we'll go down here, add a little bit more darkness. And see how fast I can do this, because I'm only going over what I already did. See? That's all I'm doing. See that? Just going over exactly what I did. I'm just darkening up those lines. Because now you got everything all in place. You worked hard to get this. You worked hard to get to this point. You know? You worked hard to get that really nice shadows and shadings. You don't want to ruin it with big black lines. So you have to be very careful. See, even that little bit helps. See that? See that? Even these little tiny additions. These little tiny additions. I mean, I could do like a lot of these, right? Without getting in trouble. I do a lot of them. Just going over the same area that you already have done. All we're doing is darkening it up a little bit. Already that's, you know, looks pretty good, doesn't it? That helped. Just look. That's only a 2B pencil. I didn't use any too dark. You don't want to go too dark sometimes, because if you don't like it after you got it done, you're going to have a hard time getting rid of it. So, but already it looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm just showing you how you can bring your drawings out. Now, it's really nice. Really, I want to darken up a little bit here. So, basically, see those nice lines there? How nice they are? But you can take a blending stump and just smooth them out, okay? Smooth them out so they won't look like lines. And you just smooth them out so that you can spread them out a bit, right? Spread them out so that shadow goes to the left, to the right, to the left and to the right. So use a blending stump to smooth them out, the new ones that you put in. See? You can even add a few little extra shadows if you want. You want to get that head some shape, just pull them over like that. A little more shading. Didn't hurt, did it? A little more shading and some dark lines. Really nice. See, your drawing is already done, so once you get the likeness of the person or animal that you're drawing, you can shade it up after you get all the, like I said, get all your drawing done to your satisfaction, dark, medium, and light, and then just go back over what you already got done if you want to, to darken it up even more, okay? Not darken it, but, you know, put in the contrast and things like that. Contrast, a little more shading, you know, just... And if you put in too much, needed eraser to the rescue. See? How nice that is. So good. So nice. So much fun because it's so easy. I'm going to leave that. That came out nicer, didn't it? More shadow and cute little guy. He's a cute little guy. Alright, let's do one more. Okay, we have a cute little putty cat, and we are going to try to enhance this kitten. Just look at all that nice fur. Isn't that nice? Now, we can take our mechanical pencil and we can enhance these whiskers by putting a little bit of a dark line next to them, and that will bring them out, see? So any areas, if this is fur here, we'll just put some dark lines in here. You can use your mechanical pencil or just a regular 4B or 2B pencil, and just go between the fur to bring it out more, okay? So the dark lines against the fur. So say this fur here, watch. Darken it up. Now it's a bit of work. It's a lot of little bits, but see how it's coming out more now? See, look. See? Now I prefer to use a pencil because I tell you why. It'll blend better for you, okay? So I'm just going to use a H pencil for now. Depends on how dark you want it. So I don't know if I want to darken it too much. Let's see that? Let's see if I can get you a bit closer. Back this way. There we go. So see the chin here? See all those little lines, right? So you can darken those. And that'll bring out the fur even more. Bring out the little mouth here. See? Just by putting in extra lines. And then you can take your blending stump. I was trying to find my small one. My small one there somewhere. Alright, it's hiding. It was hiding in the tissue. Do you find that happens? Does that happen to you? You got everything right next to you, and then when the one you're looking for is just disappears, and you find that you're sitting on it, or it's hiding in a spot that you never looked in. Oh my. So I'm just blending out what I just did. Alright. Let's see how it brought out the fur more there, see? Might want to bring that shadow down a bit more just to separate that. I want to get a darker pencil. Pick any one that you want. This one's a 2B. These pencils are nice too. They're all nice. My favorite is Statler, but they're all nice. You pick out your favorite. I'll have all the materials and everything you need in my Amazon shop, but you can certainly buy them wherever you can find them. It's entirely up to you. I just put them in my Amazon shop to make it, just to make it easy for you to find, and plus I get a little more support from my channel so I can make more videos. I bought a little camera today from my Patreon, sent me some money, and I said, well, I need a camera, so I'm going to go buy a camera because that's going to help me get better pictures for my drawings and my paintings. So, I mean, it's all a big help. I would never be able to do this without help. I'd have to use my money for my bills, so I wouldn't be able to get as much food. But seriously, I wouldn't be able to do this without the help of my Patreons and the support that I get. It's wonderful. And that's why I want to give you back something, you know. So if you guys are looking at this in Patreon, I want you to know how much I really appreciate it. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys and YouTube viewers, because even that's helped too, because even though if you don't have interest in Patreon, watching my videos and sharing my videos and talking about my videos, it also supports me. So I'm not going to do every little line. I just want to show you how, look how good it comes out. How when you add more contrast, how, see? And then you can even, if that's too much of a thick line there, you can bring that up a little bit away from that line so that it'll look like, so it won't look like a line. See? And then you can even move it away from here. That way you can use your blending stump to move it to right? Let's get this one nice and dark. Certain areas you want to get as dark as you can. And move it in towards here. Like I said, you got to make sure that it doesn't look like a line. That's all I'm trying to show you. So I'll just take my blending stump and move that around. See how it softens it up really nice? You move it out a little bit too. Don't be afraid. Nice. And you know, you can almost do this without looking at the reference photo, because the reference photos kind of make you stick to the reference photo, and you can't think for yourself. You got to depend on the reference photo. And then if the reference photo has too much light in the eyes and you're trying to get the picture exactly like the reference photo, then you can't really, then you're not going to, you know, it probably won't look good in some cases. And so if you then take the photo away, see how nice that came out right there? See, I could do every little bit of fur like that, right? But I'm not going to do it right now, but every little bit of fur. So you just put the darks in, and that'll bring that fur out. See how nice it is? See? So even those little things that we just did to the cat, look how we brought out the eyes. Isn't that nice? There's another spot that you could do right here. See? Anywhere it needs separation also, right? Isn't that nice? These are little, you could do that too, right? You could make little lines coming up into the fur. So, and then you take your blending stump and you go over that line so it spreads out. Right, and then you move it back into the ear. Because you want it all to blend, you don't want it to be just a... There we go. So you're watching this from Patreon, and you want me to do a video like this, I guess, you know, of your favorite animal or your favorite person, and you don't mind me doing it as a YouTube tutorial, because that way I can put it on my YouTube and get let people know that I got it on Patreon. See, because this whole video is not; these are not going to be on YouTube. Maybe a little, you know, introduction or something. But I may change my mind. I hate saying things that I may not stick to, but I like to keep these just for Patreon. Because if I mix them in with my paintings, then people won't know if I'm doing drawings or paintings. So at least here you know that I have paintings and drawings and they're in two separate tiers, right? Alright, I think I'm going to leave that because, like I said, I was just trying to show you that you can bring out the whiskers by just putting a line next to them. See? And that brings them out. Makes them stand out more. So you can see the difference in the fur of it, right? If you add more dark lines there, see how I brought the cat's eyes out more? And just want to make sure it doesn't look like a line. I want it to look more like a shadow, an indent in the eye. See? So if you have to darken a little bit more to match up a little bit better, that's okay too. But look how nice they came out. Look how intense, we'll call it. They're intense. And look, this is a separation here. Look for separations. Look. So I put the line in, okay? Then I move it away so that it'll... Now you get your blending stump to do that. Look. The difference. Isn't that nice? It's unbelievable, isn't it? A little bit can do well. Perfect. I think I'm fine with that. I think that's all I need to teach you for now. I mean, I got lots more coming. We'll do a full animal in person, and we'll show you how to draw them and how to transfer them and how to do freehand. All kinds of good stuff coming up. So I hope you enjoyed this today, and I will be doing more. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.